hope that they're on, hey?
Tell friends and family.
Yeah, welcome back. So great to have you, Rihanna, and so great to have you, Willow, on our little Genmar afternoon, where we're going to today talk about a big word called confidence. Oh, you know confidence. What do you think the meaning of the word confidence is?
It means you're able to think that you can do it, and then when you try, you're able to.
Wow, so you think you're going to do something and So what's an attitude then? Willow, what do you think of the word attitude?
An attitude could be like you could be bad or good. So like if your mum or dad asks you to do something like make your bed, and you're just like, no, I don't want to, I'm distracted, like I'm doing something else and I'm happy playing here and I don't want to go make my bed. Whereas you could be on the good side and could be going, yep, I'll just quickly do that, then I can get back to what I was doing.
Okay, so you're talking about an attitude where I believe it's like a state of mind. It's what you're thinking. So if you don't want to go and do anything, what are you thinking? You're a bit negative, aren't you?
Yeah,
but if you're
negative,
if you're prepared to get out there and have a go, then you've got an attitude or the way of thinking. So the way of thinking you're talking about, Willow, is kids can sometimes have an attitude that they're thinking a bit negatively, and what you're talking about, Anna, is that we want to have an attitude of confidence. So when you get out there and you want to have a go at something, you're prepared to get out there and have a go. Now, we're all created different in a variety of different ways. We have different ways of thinking, but we all have a mind where we can think, we can think powerful thoughts. So you can think a positive way or you can think a negative way. Okay, if you're positive, you are likely to draw friends to yourself. If you're negative, you're likely to push those friends away. So today, we're wanting to talk about having an attitude of confidence God's way. He wants you to be successful.
Yep.
To have lots of friends. To be happy in every essence. And that's when you can carry an attitude of confidence. He wants the best for your life. Could I also say that confidence is linked to a word called courage? Courage is the opposite to fear.
So it's just you can go doing it.
Instead of being afraid,
courageous.
You're being courageous. That's exactly right.
Like when you're getting in the water and you're afraid, you're like.
You can be scared, can't you? But when you're confident, put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face and your shoulders back.
That's what I'll be trying to do when it's assembly on Tuesday.
That's so true. Now, on another way of thinking about it, sometimes you've got to be confident in order to stand out and be different. It's not easy at school to stand out and be different when you want to be part of everybody else. It takes courage to stand out and be different. You've got to actually know that you're worthy, that you're valuable, and that if somebody asks you to do something that you shouldn't be doing, then you can actually say, no, you're not going to be doing it. Standing out and being different. Now, God said in the Bible that He hasn't given you a spirit of fear.
Nope.
Do you know what the rest of the verse says?
Naughty Satan.
Yeah. He hasn't given you a spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. So anything that comes based in fear or no courage.
What does a sound mind mean?
Means you think positive, happy thoughts, that you're not thinking negative thoughts. So He hasn't given you any spirit of fear, but of positive sound ones. Sometimes you've got to stand out and be different and have confidence in knowing, no, I'm prepared to stand out and be different. Have confidence in God and confidence in yourself. Yeah. Now, just before we finish, I want us to look at a couple of different Bible people who had to
Noah.
Now, Noah. How did Noah stand out and was different to everybody else?
God asked him to build a boat, and he built an ark, and an ark is like super, super big, and it's about 2 football, and it was about 2 football fields long, and
But what was weird, Rihanna, is it hadn't rained before.
No, and God told Noah that it was going to flood because all the people were being mean, and then the people were like
hey, look what Noah's doing. Is he crazy? Is he, like, dumb?
Yeah. And do you think it would have been hard for Noah to build a boat?
Yeah.
Tell
And
people
I
it's-
think it took like 100 years.
But you need.
It was about
you need
100
to have,
years.
like self-confidence and stuff to do that.
Self-confidence and
So you could
confidence.
just be like, I don't really mind about what they say. I can just.
I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm just going to do it and ignore them and pretend they're not even there.
Yeah. So while you're talking, Willow, how was Daniel in the Bible?
Well,
how was
he-
Daniel showing confidence and courage?
He was thrown in the lion's den.
Yeah, but why?
Because the king there and like some of the people there
Not the
that
king.
worked for the king,
Yeah.
they were there and they didn't like that other people praying to God.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Oh, anyone.
yeah,
to run it,
anyone.
But Daniel
They
used to
didn't
pray.
They didn't like anyone praying to God. They wanted him to pray to him.
Yeah,
them
to the
pray
king.
To
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah. In Baal. Yeah.
And then so he made a rule that no one's allowed to pray unless it's to Baal,
Yeah.
King Baal, and so then they caught Daniel praying when that rule was made, so they threw him in the lion's den.
Yeah. Now, he didn't know that God was going to save him out of the lion's
No,
den.
because the
But do you
angels
reckon he
closed
needed...
their mouths.
Yeah. Do you reckon he needed courage and confidence to
Yeah.
pray?
Yeah.
Even when he knew that the law said if you did, you were going to be thrown in a lion's den? He showed incredible courage. And in the same way, David showed incredible courage when they were all
Yeah.
afraid of Goliath. Yeah.
He's a real giant.
Yeah. How many...
And none of the men wanted to go out, but Daniel
No, David.
David
Yeah.
defeated him with one stone because God was with him.
That's so true, but he had to overcome his fears. He had to show courage and he had to show confidence in himself and confidence in God who's taking care of him. So guys, just as we finish today, I'm wanting to encourage Rihanna and encourage Willow to have
And everybody else who's watching.
Yes, to have self-confidence in who you are. Stand out, be different if you need to. Don't be pressured by others and know that God is to be trusted.
And feel
So-
free to Zoom us if you're having trouble and if you need some ideas on what you need to do.
Absolutely, we'd love to hear
Like
from
if-
you, wouldn't we?
Yeah, and if you would like to share what has happened when you've changed, like when you've just started to learn about self-confidence and start to actually do that.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about it. So
That's excellent, Willow. Thank you. So 2 little girls who are very confident.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 big girls. I can't call them little. Very confident. Smile on their face. Shoulders
if we
back.
weren't confident, we wouldn't be doing this
That's
right now.
right. Lots of people would be afraid, but girls, pat on the back, self-confidence, be prepared to stand out, be different, and we'll talk about confidence more in the next few weeks that are ahead. So as we're going, let's say see you later, guys.
We are
Bye-bye.
the team here to change the world.
We are part of the team. All right. Look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.
Yeah. Cut.